Hi, everybody. About a month ago, I put together a video on an indicator called the reversal indicator for TradingView. And the theory of the indicator is that you have the Bollinger Bands, which are over here. And the Bollinger Bands, help to define the movement of the candles. But what is unique about the Bollinger Bands is that they are very good at predicting reversals. That when the candles exceed or leave the Bollinger Bands, the likelihood of a flip back is very high. We see this on RSI also, we see this on MACD, but it seems to be really useful when used with the Bollinger in particular. So what I have here also, by the way, is I have two things going on. I have the Bollinger Bands, the regular TradingView Bollinger Bands, nothing fancy, using the regular settings, but I'm using the setting period of 13 for the Bollinger Bands. The reason why is because I'm trading SPY on the 1 minute time frame. I'm doing scalping. I'm doing a lot of short in and out trades. So therefore, I've shortened the period of the Bollinger Bands. And the second thing I've got going on is more important, the reversal indicator. So this indicator is basically telling me what is happening with the candles with regard to the Bollinger Bands. That whenever a candle leaves the Bollinger Bands, it basically puts up an R over here. And so in this case over here, what's happening is that the candles are mostly within Bollinger Bands. But this candle over here, this green one, exceeds the Bollinger Band, and it predicts it's going to reverse. That's why it paints an R, a red R. And the next candle is a reversal candle. Now, also what's notable is it happens again. This green candle exceeds the Bollinger Bands. And then it predicts a reversal right over here. And what's interesting is that it has a reversal that it predicted, which is why it has the R, but it also has follow through. So it has a candle over here, a second candle, which has not only broken through on the reversal, but has continuation. So there you go. So again, first candle breaks out, second candle reverses, third candle has continuation, hence the check on the third candle. So the Bollinger Bands are giving me the basic story of what's going on in the chart in a really big way, which I'm going to elaborate on in just a sec. But just one thing to notice is that the Bollinger Bands, even without the reversals, give us pretty good hints. A lot of the times what will happen is the Bollinger Bands will contract before a major move. As you can see here, look at the contraction of the Bollinger Band. And it predicts quite nicely this major move that we've had over here. And a little bit later as well, you see the similar concepts. This major reversal downwards also occurs after contraction and there as well. Now, what I'm really here to talk about is how I use the reversal indicator in a more concrete way. My method to trading is a method I learned from SPY Day Trading, who has great videos that are published every day on YouTube. I can share his link below. And basically, his approach is to look at the algorithms of the SPY. The idea is that algorithmic traders trade in channels, and if you can just figure out these channels and where they close, where they break, then you can make pretty good entries and exits. So we've drawn a channel over here. We've seen kind of a pattern of selling in the algorithm. It's restricted on the downside and on the upside. And if you kind of play your cards right, you can see that the channel is forming, but there might be a break over here. If it breaks over here from the selling channel, it's going to be a powerful upward move, and you will see likely a very nice move upward on the green. And so that's kind of what we're doing over here. And there you go. But now the idea is how to use the reversal indicators to give yourself even more confidence. Is that the reversal indicators kind of help to affirm your theories about where the channels are, right? I can kind of make out the channels over here based upon that data point, and that one, and that one. But the reversals kind of give you certainty that the idea is that in the algorithm, it kind of moves more freely, but doesn't like jump with, great excitement until it's reached a limit. So therefore, when it jumps with Bollinger Band flip, or exceeding the Bollinger Band, it's a pretty good indication that it's hit something important, something algorithmic that's telling it to change its direction. So that is helpful to know. So these are the key data points over here. So as you can see, usually when it breaks out of an algorithm, it doesn't necessarily have that reversal at that point, obviously, because it's going only in forward, energy. But what you end up seeing is that buyers already are getting ready. They're working off of the strong selling continuation and flip that strong selling continuation into buying energy. And so if you look on the reversal indicator already, you can start to see that the sellers want to really sell downward, but it's getting flipped by the buyers, as you can see here and here. And so most likely what has happened here is that buyers have come in off of the strong reversal, off of the strong selling motion, and then reversed it. And this R over here is a strong indication that you have, a strong move coming further. And like I was saying before, the presence of a check, which means reversal and follow through, is a very powerful indicator. And that's what you have here. You have an R followed by a check, a double reaction. So that kind of is what helped me in this trade. I saw the yellow selling channel, and I had a feeling that it was going to break pretty soon because it reached the lower part of it with a lot of strength and reaction, and it would very likely have the inertia to break the top part as well. So now we have a nice movement within this fairly predictable buying channel. But I'm like, yeah, when's it going to end? When's it going to stop? So what ended up happening was I identified, again, with my mentor's help, by day trading, key levels. And this was a key level, this 434.82, which was identifiable, throughout many days of trading. And it was kind of set up on my chart as a point of reflection. This is a major point where there could be significant resistance and the direction could change easily. And so what ends up happening is that this very strong buying channel hits that orange line and has resistance. And no surprise, right? It reaffirms the fact that this is a really key point, the fact that it resists. But not only is it a key point in the resistance because of that orange line, it's also key because, as you noticed here, we started to see an up channel, a buying channel, a little wider. And another reason why it's rejected so strongly was because it hit that buying channel. So what does it tell me? It tells me orange is key, and it tells me the buying channel is also very key. And that reassures me, keep going, keep using the guidance of this buying channel and this line later on in the day, as a key level. And so basically the same thing continues. And once again, it hits another key level, which was a key level for several days. And this time it prints an R, or resistance, or reversal, and it has a check, which tells me it's a pretty powerful reversal with not only a breach and 2 bars, and then it's a pretty good indication that we're going to move downward until we hit the next level, which is the orange, which is a strong resistance and moves us up. And so I'm not going to go through it, but you can see the idea is that throughout the rest of the day, the R resistance or reversal indicator, reassures me of my channel that I'm seeing forming, that I'm staying with. It also reassures me of the importance of key levels that will guide my trading and further. So I wish you a lot of luck and success with this. But just a reminder, I'm using the smaller Bollinger Band period of 13. I'm using the reversal indicator with all of the normal settings. It also has a nice setting, which basically only prints a reversal when there's an RSI reversal as well, when the RSI is in a certain range for the reversal. I don't have that turned on right now, but if you want to play it extra safe, that is certainly a good way to go. So good luck today, traders. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.